In this video, I want to look at how we can reason to calculate amounts when our percent increase or decrease is given. So there are two methods for calculating a new amount when I know the original amount and the percent increase or decrease. And I'm going to look at each one. The first is going to be by using definitions. When an amount and its percent increase are given, we can calculate the new amount by calculating the increase and adding the increase to the original amount. Similarly, if we know an amount and its percent decrease, we can calculate the new amount by calculating the decrease and subtracting from the original amount. As an example, if a table costs $187 and the price increases by 6%, what will the price of the new table be? In order to use the definitions, I would start by figuring out what is 6% of 187. And I can work this out to get that it's $11.22. So the new price of the table would be the original price plus my new change to get a total of $198.22. Next, let's suppose the price decreases by 6%. Once again, I need to start by figuring out what is 6% of 187. When we do, we get $11.22, so this is the amount of our discount. So 187 minus $11.22 would give me the new price of the table, $175.78. My next method is going to be using the distributive property. This method is especially important because it allows us to calculate the original amount if we know the final amount and the percent increase or decrease as well. Let's suppose that A increases by 30% to amount B. This tells me that B is 130% of A. More generically, if A increases by P% to amount B, then B is 100% plus P% of A. So what we're saying is, let's suppose the table costs 187% and the price goes up by 6%. So then the new table price is 100% of the original one plus an additional 6%, or 106% of 187. So what we could do is multiply 106%, so 1.06 times 187. And when we do this, we get our new price of $198.22 after the 6% increase. So by multiplying by 1.06, we reduce our steps. We're going to calculate the 6% and add on the 100% for the original cost, instead of before when we calculated 6% and then added in the 187. And this can also be useful if we know our percent increase in the final amount, but not our initial amount. If the price of gas went up by 5% and it's now $3.95 per gallon, then how much did the gas cost before this increase? So what I know is that it increased by 5%, so 105% corresponds to $3.95. This tells me that 1% is going to correspond to $3.95 divided by 105, or 0.0376. So 100% will correspond to 0.0376 times 100, or 376. So the original price was 376. We can do something similar for percent decrease problems as well. If the price of gas went down 5% and is now $3.95 per gallon, then how much did gas cost before this decrease? Well, if it went down 5%, then it still costs 95% of the original cost. So $3.95 is 95%. This would tell me that 1% is going to be 3.95 divided by 95, or 0.0416. And then 100%, which is what I want to know, 0.0416 times 100, or 416. So the original cost was $4.16.